வணக்கம். मैं हैदर अली सैयद आसिफगंज से यूनाइटेड अंडर तमिल शो.
So something had happened when three different, because the way I understood is that when Hammurabi brings, his actions were mentioned before, what he did with Mari Kingdom. Are you a person who is interested in Tamil ethnicity or linguistic, JK?
Yes, I was. Yeah.
Are you someone
yeah.
who is interested? Okay, what is actually currently because I just remembered while currently happening is they specifically use the term Sumerian. But when I was young, so in the books it used to be very. In fact, I read a separate book, Himalayan publications, separate book on Mari Kingdom and their language, Elamite linear script. Now it is all being spoken as a Sumerian script. They're not mentioning Elamite, they're not mentioning Mari Kingdom. Mari was the goddess of the kingdom, and it was a trade city. So Hammurabi does something, that what he does is that he destroyed their tolls, not the people. And he built a city in Ur. Then he also attacks Aram, the language which is Aramaic, which is kind of close to our language. And there is another ethnic people who doesn't belong here. You can call them, and purposefully they are called the linguistic people that they are calling it Proto-Iranian. No, it's supposed to be Proto-Persian, because Iran is later. Persian was older. Iranian is a geographical term. Persian is a linguistic term. So instead of saying Proto-Iranian, purposefully they are saying, instead of saying Proto-Persian, purposefully they are saying Proto-Iranian. Okay. So all that, because that's why I call them linguistic mafia. They do what they want. And they don't let us know that about Mari Kingdom or anything. They keep using the term Sumeria, enjoying it. So when you look at it, he made three languages as an official, which actually denotes that there are three different sectors there. The third language should be that Proto-Persian. So Proto-Persian is obviously on the other side of this region, not from this side of the region. Only these Aram and Aramic and Elamite were this side of the world. So behind from the Caucasus Mountain or behind the Caucasus Mountain, the other group came. Among them, that's a selective, sophisticated people. The same period, in Greek islands also, like people mentioned, because the warrior type, like they mix. Because Greece had one culture that is, if anybody, if they are the subject, I think even for the subjects, I think anyone goes up to a king and challenge him for a duel and demands, if I win, I can marry your daughter, and he wins and he can marry the daughter. You can find that even Hercules' mother was that. So you can find that one. The man who challenged actually a different person, because in that narration, in an argument, she questioned her husband that why are you attacking people? So he gives her answer, they had gold. No, just because you need gold, you can't attack people. You can't kill people. Then other people, I want strength, so I attack. No, you can't attack people for all these reasons. You have to attack when people are friendly and innocent. You can't attack. You can fight when people are enemy. All that she says. And these are all of my people. She used a term in the narration, that my people term. That means he is not that person. So he challenged her father and won her. So that's how they infiltrated. And this side, they infiltrated based on trading. So that is when they brought in their nomadic culture, like sacrificing human, especially focus on the firstborn. So maybe in their matrilineal culture that was required because it was a femdom world. Whereas it's more like the Tharwad system, if you call it, because they'll be focused. They won't have bonds with their female partners or children or anything. They'll be focused as warriors. That's the purpose. Like you can find so far. The females were but in Tharavadu, females were not the dominant one. That was a different section. But here, naturally, Siberia or Northern Europe, that females were the one who decide, and they have to be protected because because of them they multiply, and others are protectors as well as for food gatherers, hunters, which were the way. So that was that actual matrilineal. Matrilineal is being the term is being used for different other styles also, but this was the origin. So there, that the memory shouldn't be passed. That they don't require that DNA memory. So they might have had the custom the firstborn the male will be sacrificed because the focus was more on the female part. The more females are required is when that more protection and more population and more strength. That by the time they were strong, then obviously that, I don't know, whatever the reason, God only knows. So they moved on to this world, and this one is that one was stopped by this man. So I see him as a revolutionary. But if you see this Islamic people's words or scripts, they will simply be proud of, like, I am a descendant of Abraham. I am a descendant of Abraham.
Welcome. Thank you.